I've got to get there because. So we're being live streamed. Welcome everyone on Facebook. Thank you to Lynn Rankin Clark for setting us up for live streaming. We'll start in a minute or two. Lynn says she's on her way.
Okay, great.
And thanks to Linda for all her hard work.
Uh,
I think she's out there with you in the West Coast, Linda. I'm not sure.
Okay. And waiting for Naziha.
Yeah, she's sometimes late, so we'll see.
Okay. If she's late, we'll go ahead and get
Oh,
started.
okay. Don't worry. We have 7 so far. That's not bad. My clock said we still have we still have a couple more minutes. Here comes someone called debating. I don't know.
Ooh.
I think that's Judith. I think it's Judith.
Ah, great.
Oh, good job, Lynn.
Good. Hi, people.
Hi, people.
Hey,
Judith in
Judith.
Kenya. Yay.
Welcome to Kenya.
Yay, I love your background.
Thank you. I should get the TESOL one next time. I like
Hope
it.
so. I hope
But it's so pretty. Yeah.
Thank you.
And Judith is doing great work with Gulia and Feruz. And Judith, thank you so much for all your work with the WhatsApp group that we're about to launch. We're sort of launching it.
Thank you so much. It's a pleasure. And we are preparing them for the launch, I think after the conference.
And Gulia and Feruz, I wanted to tell you, I'm working very closely now with the American Council's office in Washington, D.C. on a project that they've invited me for the coming May. We're going to do a workshop for some teachers who are in the U.S. and they're returning home to their countries in North Africa, Middle East, and in Taiwan. And so I'll be doing a pre-departure discussion with them, and I hope that they will enjoy it. I've thoroughly enjoyed working with the American Councils on this project.
Very good.
Next year, we want Tajikistan to be with this group, maybe.
Yeah, we hope so. Maybe we'll be.
There's Johnny is my mentee in the Klein program. Hi, Johnny.
Hello, Liz. Thank you.
Happy to see you. Johnny is in the West Coast of the US, like Linda too.
Ah,
Hi.
hi, Johnny.
Nice to see you all here. Thank
Here
you.
comes Mauricio, Linda.
It's a morning 8 o'clock.
good.
Oh, early.
Yeah. You.
So several of our speakers are here, Linda. You did well.
Hopefully the rest of them will be here also.
So Mauricio and Anna Celine, and we have Doris and Naziha.
Doris is here. All right, good.
Grazia maybe is here. I don't know. Maybe I saw her. I don't know.
Is Naziha here? Not yet.
Grazia maybe is here.
Gracia. Okay.
And Yi-Lin said she's coming, so maybe she's having technical things. She sent an email to say, I'm coming, I'm coming. Doris is joining. Fantastic. Thank you.
Technical issues. Hey, Gracia's here. Good.
Yay, Grazia. Oh, yay. Just a couple more minutes. It's about 11 straight up, Linda. You can wait a
Yep.
minute or two if you want
One
to.
more minute, just one more minute, then we'll get started and
Perfect.
hopefully the others will come in. We don't,
Perfect.
otherwise it might run a long time.
Just for those who are here now, we normally try to stick to the 1 hour mark. And some of us are free after that and can stay on if there are questions or we're in the middle of a conversation we want to continue. We can stay on for a few more minutes if needed. Grazia, welcome.
Thank you. Happy to be here.
I'm so glad to see you on something besides Facebook.
Hey, Grazia.
We can see each other on Zoom now.
That's right.
But we'll see each other in person in Portland. So that's great.
Yes, I am very excited to meet you.
Oh, me too. Well, I think we met before. Weren't you in Pittsburgh? Yeah,
Yeah, we have met before in person.
but it's been too long, so I look forward.
Yeah.
Maybe we should go ahead and get started. I think we won't wait. And if the others join in, that will be great. So Liz, I'm going to have you go first since Naziha is not here
Uh-oh.
yet.
Here comes.
Is that all right
Beatrice.
with you?
Yes.
Beatrice is coming? Excellent. Oh, good.
Just Naziha and Yilin are the only missing pieces here. Never mind. Linda, you're going to welcome us all and then I'll start.
Yes. Okay, let's get started. So first of all, I want to thank everyone for being here. Everyone who is joining us on Facebook and the TESOL site. We are so happy to have you here. We're very happy to have all of you here, but a special thanks to all of our presenters today. We have quite a few people who said that they would be willing to share their information about their presentations at the TESOL International Conference, which is coming up so soon, and everyone is so busy right now. So I very much appreciate your time. Because we have a tight schedule, I'm going to go ahead and get started and just tell you that we have maybe 8 or 9 speakers today. We'll see who all is here, but I think most people are. So Naziha Ali is going to join us, and she's got some great presentations at TESOL coming
Here
up.
comes Naziha, yay.
Naziha. And then we have, of course, our dear Dr. Liz England, who is going to tell you about her presentations. Doris, who will, I think she's here, she will talk about developing and promoting learner autonomy, what teachers can do. We have Ernestine, who will tell you about a path to teacher professional development. So these are great. These are all related to professional development in one way or another. We have Mauricio here, who will talk about integrating global education into international contexts. Grazia has so many, I won't mention them all here, but when we get to Grazia, we will let her talk about her presentations. Thank you for being here. We have Dr. Eileen Sun, who also has many presentations and things to tell you about. We have, I see our dear Beatrice is here, who's going to talk about skills development in teachers associations, a possible teacher leadership path. So we're very excited about that.
Thank you very much, Linda. And just let me know that, let you know that unfortunately my camera is not working. So it's not, I'm not being impolite not to turn my camera on, but it doesn't work at the moment.
Oh,
So
no problem.
I'm here with you, but unfortunately I can't share my face. Okay.
We can see your beautiful picture and that's good. So and we can hear you. So we appreciate you being here.
Thank you.
And then finally, I will say a few words about my own presentations coming up. So we will start with Naziha, Dr. Naziha Ali, if she is here, and you, Aliha, Naziha, if you would like to.
Hello, can you see me? Can you hear me and see me?
I can hear you. Can you see her? Let me see.
I can't see Naziha. Can you see her?
Oh, it's
I
flashing
have
on and
switched
off.
on my camera. Yeah, well, I switched on the camera and I'm in a public place at a restaurant actually tonight because this is the TESOL Arabia conference evening in Dubai. Yeah, and I'm still not visible. Is that correct?
Yes, yes, we can't see you.
Very sad,
can
and
see
I'm.
I can
Oh,
see
you can see me?
Yes.
Okay.
It's just a picture, I think. Naziha's picture.
Oh, well, I won't waste time for this session because a lot of people are lined up to speak. And if you're okay, I can continue speaking. I've switched on the camera. And as long as you can hear me, that works for me if it works for you.
Sure, that's great.
Oh, great. I think I can see myself now, so we're okay, right? All right, so thank you so much for organizing this session, and I apologize, it's so chaotic and I've asked you to change the order. This is the second day of TESOL Arabia conference in Dubai, so I'm at the conference dinner. We've just concluded the day. It's 8 p.m. here tonight. Now, I'm excited to share with you the sessions, and I love that we're getting this opportunity with the CPD PLN. So my first session is on the 22nd of March. Details I can see on the slide. Please join me as I participate with the Global Education PLN in a forum where each one of us will be discussing the integration of global education into the countries that we come from. So I will be talking about how global education is implemented in higher education in Pakistan. So very excited to talk about that. And I'm looking forward to seeing you at that first session. The second session is on the 23rd of March. It's the tea with distinguished TESOLers. This is my first time at the tea, and I'm talking about a subject that I'm very passionate about and I'm researching actively for the past 1 year. So we will, if you join me for the tea, aside from the snacks and the tea, you will be engaging in a discussion on how translingual pedagogies are being implemented, the challenges that we face, the possible strategies that everyone uses. I won't be the only one talking. I will engage in a discussion with you to share some strategies from your context as well. And the aim is to look at what's not and what's possible. So that is my second session. And the third session is on the 24th of March. Again, it is on the subject of translingual pedagogy. And this time I will be talking about my own experiences in two different contexts, one in Pakistan and the other in the UAE with multilingual learners. And I will talk about some of the strategies that I personally implemented. Well, in this session, I'm not alone. I do have a co-presenter from Calgary, Kashif Raza. So we've done some work together and he was pivotal in helping me implement some strategies to deal with multilingualism in my classroom in Pakistan. And that increased my research interest in the area. So I have a lot to share about this area. So I'm going to keep it brief because I'm in a public place right now. And I would love to see everybody at my 3 sessions when I'm in Portland. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Naziha. I really appreciate you being here with us today, despite all of your busyness.
Thank you for making time for me at the start of this session.
Of course. And
with due respect, I will definitely log off now because it's quite noisy where I am, and I'm in the middle of a group.
Enjoy your sessions.
Greetings to all
Thank
our
you
friends
so
in
much.
TESOL Arabia.
Everyone says hi back, and I will see you all. I'm looking forward to seeing everybody in Portland.
Yeah, see you in Portland, Naziha. Bye. Enjoy the
Bye-bye.
conference in Dubai. Say
Thank
hi
you,
from
thank
us
you.
to everybody we
I
know.
will.
Yeah.
I will. Good
Thank
night,
you.
everybody from here.
Bye-bye. All right. And next up, we have dear Dr. Liz Ingle. She is
Thank
here
you,
with us.
Linda. Linda, you, with all these adjustments, how much time would you like? I don't want to go overtime.
Oh, well, I think we're going to probably go overtime if everyone is here, but it's okay. Take, you know, between, I told everyone between 5 and 10 minutes. So
Yeah,
it's,
I know you did. I'm going to go for 5, so I'll do my
Okay.
best. And I'm setting my timer, which may or may not work, but I'll do my best. Thank you all. I
Thank
am
you.
so happy to be here with you. And thank you a million, Linda Chu, all of our colleagues at the leadership team of the TESOL Career Path Development Professional Learning Network, a community of over 3,000 teachers all over the world. Today we have 20-ish teachers with us, and this is a wonderful audience. Thank you all for coming. I am delighted to share with you some of the work that we'll be doing at TESOL, both in terms of our PLN, the Professional Learning Network, but also our presentations, of which I have 2 on the program this year in Portland, Oregon. I wanted to shout out to our wonderful participants today who are on 5 continents: South America, North America, Africa, Asia, and Europe. And if I left out someone, I apologize. I don't think we have Antarctica. And I'm not sure who else I might be missing, but thank you all for coming. We have among our speakers both sort of rock star TESOL members like me who've been around for a long time. Dr. Yi Lin is a former president of TESOL. Grazie and I are hardworking TESOL members, and we love the association, as Naziha, Beatriz, Linda, all of us are TESOL volunteers, and we're thankful for the chance to work with such fabulous people like you. Thank you for coming today. The presentations that are on my list, you can sort of read those. I'm going to go through quickly the content of the 2, number 1 and number 2, that you can see on coaching. This one is in collaboration with the International Language Coaching Association, and I'm going to be talking about TESOL career path and coaching, and sort of how coaching has come into the lives of teachers. The other side, and the one that is most often dealt with, is the learner, a coaching for the learner and from the learner's perspective, and how coaching can be a very powerful tool. But I've noticed over the course of my career that there's confusion in the terminology: teacher education, teacher training, teacher mentoring, and teacher coaching. Those are 4 very different things. And I wanted to, in this presentation, sort of allow us a chance to dig in and to perhaps correct our English language usage in using those 4 terms. So I'll be talking about teachers in coaching. The second, as part of career path development, whether you're a novice teacher or a pre-service teacher or even a veteran, or like me, semi-retired TESOLer. The second and final presentation is on skills for lifting ourselves up in challenging times. And the focus here is on a co-authored chapter that I wrote with our beloved Julie Lake, who is another member of our TESOL Career Path Development Leadership Team. Julie and I just finished a chapter with a very similar title to the one you see here, and it's on our group, how our group leads and what we do that's different. We are quite famous in the TESOL International Association for having a very large, diverse community of teachers who follow us. I think some of those people aren't real on that list of 3,000, and we're working. Lynn Rankin Clark's doing a survey, and I invite you to have a look at the Facebook page there's a survey so that we can clean our list. We are in the process of making sure we have real people. We have, again, this huge number. We're also present on the TESOL community, which has less problems, fewer problems with the validity. In any case, I look forward to seeing you at one or the other of these presentations. Damon just joined us. I think he is one of our leaders as well. Linda, Wei Yu, and Rezwana will be are the participants on that one. Last but not least, I was a very fortunate recipient of an award through the United States Department of State. I've done a lot of teacher training in 40 countries worldwide over the course of my amazing TESOL career. I've been very lucky indeed. And I'm going to sort of do a shout out for this wonderful program of the English Language Specialist Program, of which a number, Linda and others on our, that's my alarm clock. Linda and I and others on this list have been participants in the past. Thank you all for listening. I look forward to seeing you in Portland if you'll see each other there. And I hope that you'll stay around at the end of this session, maybe for a Q&A. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Liz. And thank you for those wonderful presentations we all look forward to. All right, let's move on to Doris. I think I saw you here. Yes, I can see you. So Doris Wanchia, is it, from Cameroon? Welcome. And oh, you are muted, Doris. Doris, yeah, you're muted.
Yes,
there.
Linda, it's okay now.
Yes, wonderful. Thank you so much for being here.
Okay. Thank you all. Good afternoon, good evening, whatever time you might have in your own area. I am Doris, an EFL teacher from Cameroon. I am based in Yaoundé, which is the capital city of Yaoundé. So I am really excited to introduce myself in this luxurious association. This is actually my first time of submitting a proposal for the TESOL International Conference. And I was really excited when I realized that my proposal was accepted. And it is the very first time of actually going out of the country to participate in an international conference of this magnitude. So I am really, really excited. So my topic, my session is going to be on Thursday, the 23rd of March at 9 a.m. in A105. That should be the room number at the Oregon Convention Center. So the title of my presentation is Developing and Promoting Learner Autonomy, What Teachers Can Do. So my interest in learner autonomy was triggered by one of my 15-year-old students. I gave a project or an assignment for them to do, and the student was a bit reluctant and like, Madam, why do you always impose things on us? Why can't you allow us to write on what we are excited about and all of that? So that just started, it worked on my mind and I started pondering. So it became a kind of action research for me. I started thinking. So I said, so how am I going to, change my teaching to actually give more, control to my students so that they get more excited? Because in my context, Cameroon, we are a bilingual country with Anglophones, the English speaking, making about just 20% of the population. So we are mostly dealing with French speaking Cameroonians, and I teach English to Francophones. So they have this, kind of resistance to learning the other language. So when the student asked me why I couldn't allow them to do their own, to propose things and do them, I said, okay, maybe I should try this out. And I started thinking of ways, to give more control to the learner. And that is why I came up with this topic. So in this session, I am going to be, discussing with other colleagues about the importance of this topic. So why is the topic important? Why should we give more autonomy to our learners? And then looking at practical strategies that teachers can use to develop and promote autonomy in their classes. And I'll be using my own experiences for my teaching. Wow. What I was able to do and what I achieved. So, and then equally get, ideas from other colleagues who are going to be there, because of course, I know they have also beautiful ideas that they want to share. And I am really looking forward to that. So I'm very excited, and I'm looking forward to seeing all of you in my session. And I really like all of you to come there, because I need some kind of backup. Since it's my first time, I'll need to get real, important feedback that will help me. So thank you all, Linda, and thank you very much for this opportunity.
Thank you so much, Doris. And once again, from all of us, congratulations. We are so happy that you were accepted and you will be in Portland. And if possible at all, we will try to attend. So thank you so much.
Thank you, Linda.
All right. Now we have Ernestine. I think Ernestine, you are here.
Yeah, yes, I am. Okay. I guess it's still morning in the US. It's afternoon for us in Cameroon and in the UK, where I am currently. I am Ernestine Chin, an English and French language teacher in Cameroon. So Doris happens to be my senior colleague, and I teach English to learners who have French as medium of instruction, and French to learners who have English as medium of instruction. She did already mention that Cameroon, it's a highly bilingual country, with the majority being French speaking. So my first session, it's going to be on Wednesday, on Wednesday at 1 p.m. and it's going to be in C120. So it's at the Oregon Center, and it's going to be on something I'm very passionate about, which is continuous professional development. The bulk of literature on continuous professional development places agency with teachers and advocates that teachers must play an active role in their own professional development in order not to plateau. And one way of doing so, I do believe, is via action research. And so that will be the topic of my first session. Action research, a pathway to professional development. And maybe I should even say a pathway to self-directed professional development. So action research is simply defined as systematic reflection, teachers learning from their own teaching. And so in this session, I invite you to discuss with me the benefits of action research in English language teaching, to explore the stages of conducting an action research, to discuss examples of my own action research project, and to together design mini exploratory action research projects and do a gallery work of our own designs and provide feedback for ourselves in the session. So that's going to be my first session. The second session would be on, I guess on Thursday, that's the very next day at 4 p.m. and it's going to be in B117 of the Oregon Center. And this time around, we will be discussing one of my action research, and because it's going to actually be a teaching tip. So it's going to be in a teaching theater, and it will be an action research on using emojis to develop writing skills of FO learners. Yeah, so this is an experience sharing session about the success of using WhatsApp emojis to spur English foreign language learners to write and develop their skills, especially in a low proficiency context like the one I find myself in. So in this session, we hope to discuss the actual research methodology and the findings. We hope to explore how emojis can be used as a teaching tool to engage learners in the writing task and enhance their proficiency level with practical examples from my own personal teaching. And then we hope to discuss how emojis can be used as positive reinforcement in low resource context and to improve learners' proficiency and develop their writing skills. So you're all invited, and I look forward to meeting you. This will be my second time of attending the convention. I was last year at Pittsburgh, thanks to the Betty Azar Travel Grant, and I did lead a session on teaching grammar communicatively, how the situational approach helps. And I was so delighted when I found out that it was one of the most read sessions. I was kind of spurred. I saw in the TESOL newsletter, and then I said, okay, so Ernestine, you can do this thing, because last year was my very first time and I wasn't so sure. And so this year I did submit proposals and it was good. Thank you so much. And I look forward to meeting you in person.
All right. Thank you so much, Ernestine. That was fabulous. And your presentation sound wonderful. And we hope to see you in Portland. All
Thank
right.
you.
We will hear from
Hello.
Mauricio.
Yeah, I'm Mauricio
Colombia.
Arango from Medellin, Colombia. Linda, actually, I need to share my screen, please. Can you please allow me to do so? So I created some extra slides.
Yeah, I think Lynn will be able to allow you. I need to stop mine just a moment.
Sorry about that.
No, it's quite all right.
Okay, Mauricio, as soon as Linda stops, you should be able to start.
All right. Now, can you see my screen?
Yes.
All right. So welcome to my, let's say, presentation today, which I'm going to share with you some details about our panel that is integrating global education into international context. Let me start by giving you some information about PLNs, Professional Learning Networks.
Great.
Actually, we have 13 now.
Yeah.
What are they? They are informal discussion groups that commonly emerge in response to specific and timely issues. And they are structured by TESOL members and formed and dissolved as needed. So these are some of them, not all of them. So we have arts and creativity, the one that Liz already mentioned, that is career path development, environmental responsibility, and we have 12 here. You can see the names of each one. We have video, we have TESOL diversity collaborative. I mean, I'm not familiar to all of them, but at least to give you the name. So these are 12 of them. The one I belong to is actually global education.
Okay.
So our global education, we're going to have a panel actually. And each PLN has like its own statement of purpose. In our case, the global education PLN covers a broad, diverse range and exchange of content and activities. Based on what? Based on the emerging academic field of global education, focusing on professional development related to high quality instruction of ESL and EFL relevant to the needs of learners worldwide in the 21st century. So this is the statement of purpose of our global education, which is the one we are using for our panel. Now, actually, the panel is made up of 5 people.
Glenda, yay.
Glenda Gallardo. Where is she from? Based on the flag, where is Glenda from? She's from, can you recognize the flag? Peru, right.
Peru, yes.
Ayaz Malik, where is he from?
Yes.
Saudi.
Saudi
Exactly.
Arabia, yes.
Where is Dr. Nasih Ali from?
Pakistan.
Where am I from?
Colombia.
Exactly. And finally, we have Sherihan Morsi from
Egypt.
Exactly. So we are the 5 people part of this forum or panel. And actually, Glenda, Dr. Nasih and myself will be there in Portland in person. But Fayaz and Sherihan, they are trying to make their best to get connected that day and just broadcast from their own countries. Or actually, we have plan B with video as well. Now, when? So our panel will be on Wednesday, March 22nd. What time will be from 4 p.m. to 5:30 p.m. US Pacific time, right? So this is the date. Now, where? It's going to be at Hyatt Regency Portland at the Oregon Convention Center, the Schutz C Ballroom. So actually, there are 3, the Schutz ballrooms, A, B, and C. Ours will be C. So this is our where our panel will be. And oh, I have 2 pictures of that ballroom just to start getting familiar with the place, right? Okay, by the way, but I just was wondering what that word means, like the Schutz ballroom. Actually, I just found out that it is a United States national forest located in parts of the Schutz Klamath, Lake, and Jefferson counties in Central Oregon. So we are getting familiar with Oregon area. And this is the park, and also a couple of pictures in case you want to go there or you have time to go there. Just so now when we go to the ballroom, you know where the name comes from, right? Exactly. Now, here are beautiful pictures from the park. And okay, now, we, the members of the panel, the Global Education panel, will be like answering or talking about the following topics. Number one, the question is, or yeah, the topic is, tell us about the context you are from. So Glenda is going to talk about, let's begin. Well, no, I'm going to start with Colombia. Then I'm going to talk about Egypt, Dr. Nasiha, Glenda from Peru, Dr. Nasiha.
Nasiha's Pakistan.
Pakistan, right. And Fayaz from Saudi Arabia. So everyone is going to start speaking about a little bit about our countries as well as our context, right? So this is question number one, or topic number one. Second, the question is, what is your understanding of global education? So each one is going to give our definition based on some research or our beliefs about global education. In my case, I will be sharing something that I've been working on. Is global education with basically main areas: knowledge, skills, and attitudes. And in my personal case, I work global education based on culture and also history and geography. This maybe Dr. Nasiha is going to talk about global education in another way. Now, number three, the question is, how do you apply the global education principles in your context? But before answering that question, we're going to share some eight principles, key principles of global education. After that, each one of us is going to share some activities we are developing in our context. In my case, I have already this is an example of the activity that I'm taking with me to the forum. And I will explain what is it all about that has to do with the sustainable development goals. And also I will be sharing how I have invited some speakers to my classroom and how they have helped me out to improve, to enhance global education in my context. And finally, four, we are having let's share our best practices. I hope that our attendees will be also sharing some of their activities in their own context. And so that's the panel. We're going to have the Global Education PLN. Thanks a lot, and looking forward to seeing you there in Portland.
Thank you so much, Mauricio. Your enthusiasm is definitely touching, and I love your slides, and your presentation was fantastic. Thank you so much, and we look forward to seeing you there.
Thanks a lot.
All right, let me see if I can.
I'm taking a photograph, so thank you. You look so cute.
Lynn, should I be able to share my screen again? I'm having.
No, he's got to stop sharing and you have to start.
Yes, you should.
I already stopped, I guess.
Thank you so much, Mauricio.
Why am I not able to get my screen back up here? Let me see.
Would you like me to share mine?
If you don't mind, Lynn, I'm sorry, mine is not cooperating at the moment.
Just give me 1 second.
While you're getting that screen up, our next presenter is Grazia. We're so happy to have you here with us.
Thank you. So after that wonderful presentation from Mauricio, I'm going to be short and sweet. So hello, everyone from Honduras, the heart of the American continent in Central America. And I want to say a special thank you to Linda and Liz for the invitation to share. And it's wonderful to be here that the in this space that the TESOL Career Path Development PLN has created for us to continuously share and be part of a wonderful team of leaders and people that are willing to learn together. So this year, my participation in TESOL is all panels, which I really like and I'm looking forward to because it really speaks to the importance of collaboration and building that spirit of continuously working together as a team and inspiring each other. My first panel will be on March 21st, and I will be participating in a panel with affiliate leaders, and we have Beatrice that she's going to talk about her presentation later on today. And we're going to be talking about leadership, of course, and the particular focus of my contribution is going to be on our experiences in Honduras, in our Honduran affiliate, where we see that leadership follows different pathways. And that's why I have called my presentation, Leadership is not a one-size-fits-all, because we all become leaders in different ways.
Yeah.
Then on March 22nd, I have 3 panel participation. The first one is related to an open access ELT book for Paraguayan teachers, where we have been collaborating with amazing editors, Susan Spezzini and Valentina Canese, and also 55 authors from 61 countries worldwide. We will share our experiences as collaborators, as authors, and everything that we have done over the last year. The second panel on March 22nd is going to be with representatives from Peru, Tanzania, and JOT in Japan, where we're going to talk about our work in advocacy and especially discuss here how advocacy approaches are different depending on the part of the world where we are, right?
Yeah.
Because we cannot be
job.
advocating in the same way.
Yeah.
And then finally, that last date on March 22nd, I'm going to be talking about the work that we have been doing through the Electronic Village Online this year, or known also as EVO. We worked in a course, and we worked with Mauricio together on this session or course from January to February during 5 weeks. And we moderated a course on learner engagement through virtual apps. And we will be talking about and discussing about our experience there and the things that we have done, and how we had 69 participants from all over the world sharing and engaging on how to use virtual apps. And this panel, I will be doing it with one of the moderators that was part of the team, Miguel Carranza from El Salvador. And I will also like to invite everyone to be part of the Best of EVO that will happen next weekend. So a small commercial here, next weekend, where all 17 sessions that were shared from January to February, the moderators will be talking about their experiences during those 5 weeks. So I will leave the link in the chat for everybody to take a look at and register in case you're interested. And then finally, on March 23rd, I'm going to be participating with Yuri Wong and other members of the CALL IS and the Intercultural Communication IS, discussing topics related to how intercultural competence in this global technological world, and especially now after the pandemic, has created different challenges for teachers and how they have been facing and overcoming these challenges in their specific context. So I'm really looking forward to TESOL in Portland, and I'm definitely looking forward to meeting you all in person and to seeing everybody again and giving you a lot of hugs. So thank you again for the space, and I hope to see you there.
Thank you so much, Grazia. That was fabulous. And we look forward to all of your presentations. Great. Thank you for being with us. Okay. And if we have the next slide, Lynn.
Yilin.
We will go on to our dear Dr. Yilin Sun, who is going to talk about her activities, which are many as well. Yilin, I turn it over to you.
Thank you. Maybe I can share screen. Can I share screen?
Yes.
Okay, sure. Good. Okay, yeah, good. See. Hang on. Give me 1 second. Making sure that's the right one.
I know you had a couple versions.
Right. Can you see this?
No.
No. Okay. So this one. Okay. So let me share. Now you can see it?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay, good. Thank you. Thank you so much, Linda, for inviting me to be part of this amazing panel with wonderful colleagues. And then some of them I have known for 8 years, and many of them are new friends, and like Liz and then Gracia, and then Linda, and then Beatrice. And then we've known each other for a long time. And then also so glad to meet so many new friends. And I'm going to be very brief to share some of the work that I will be engaging with many colleagues at the TESOL. Okay, this is the presentations and activities that I'll be doing at the TESOL. The first one, I didn't arrange it by chronological order. It's T with distinguished the TESOL session. It's a T11 session. The title is Asset-Based Culturally Responsive Teaching, Pedagogical Approaches for Equity and Student Success in ELT. In this session that I will be sharing how the ways to integrate asset-based culturally responsive teaching approaches to achieve equity, diversity, inclusion, and access in our teaching and professional development work. And also share some key components, strategies, some activities that based on my own long-term, close to 40 years of teaching experience, and also from other colleagues who have been actively engaged in this area. So it's a ticketed event. I love to see many of you there at this event. It's a T11, I think. And then during the session, participants will be engaged in guided interactions, and I will also share some information and hand out resources as well. Yeah. And the second event that I'll be involved with is the TESOL intersection and the professional learning network affair. This time is a new one for TESOL. That will be on March 22nd from 6 to 7:30 in Oregon Ballroom. And that will be fun. So currently I'm the co-chair of adult education intersection. So we have open meeting as well on 23rd of March from 5:30 to 7. If you are interested in adult ed, come to our open meeting. And also we have a networking session from 1 to 2 in the exhibit hall. So that I hope that we'll see many of the colleagues there. The next one that I want to talk is I'm also organizing an adult education intersection academic panel, and will be presenting with Ethan Tran, Jen Bennett, Jennifer Wetham, Surabi Anand, and then Shaden Atia from different parts of the United States, Canada, and then also other countries. And we really want to focus on asset-based programs to highlight that. And then because really, and the practices, and stay away from the traditional majoritarian narratives, and then looking at the non-traditional, non-majoritarian narratives to help students develop agency language and also cultural work competencies in the field, in our field. And also we're going to share stories from students and also counter stories on hiring practices in our TESOL field in adult education to promote social justice, because the title is using counter storytelling as a social justice pedagogy. Love to see many of you there. That would be really a wonderful session. Because by reading their bios and also the abstract they shared, I'm so inspired and looking forward to this session. Another one that I'll be engaged is a session prepared by U.S. Department of State, involves fellows, specialists, the virtual educator with the title Challenging Stereotypes and Celebrating America's Diversity Abroad. This session was organized by Jennifer Hoganson and also Rachel Wong, and there will be 4 panelists that I listed on this flyer. Love to see you there. And then we're all going to share our own stories and also engage participants in using use guided questions and then using some strategies, develop brainstorm ideas, and how can we really challenging stereotypes and celebrating the U.S. diversity abroad. And also, I would also personally like to thank David Anderson, Damon Anderson. Yeah, and he is a wonderful real officer, longtime supporter of the TESOL and also ELT program. My deep gratitude to David and many other real officers for their dedication to, promoting English language teaching in the world. So yeah, love. I saw David is here. Thank you so much, David. And then the next one that I'll be like Liz. I'm one of the 30 specialists that have been recognized, by the U.S. Department of State. It's a huge honor, not only to me, I think, to people look like me, to the immigrants, to non-native English speakers that in the TESOL field, and then to get this recognition. So, and then I will be there with Liz and many others to celebrate this wonderful event and also the alumni events. And also every year at the TESOL, all the past presidents, we have the past president luncheon. That's also one of the fun things to do. And also I love to social network with many TESOL friends. That was the picture, some of the pictures from last year. I look forward to seeing many of you, all of you, hopefully, at the TESOL at this year's event. And thank you so much. So that's my presentation. Thank you. Good. Okay, I'll stop sharing screen.
Thank you so much, Eileen. That was really wonderful. And thank you for all your hard work, and congratulations to you, both you and Liz, for being in the 30 at 30. That's so exciting. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, could we get the next screen up, Lynn? Sorry. We're bouncing around a little bit with screens.
I think it's Beatrice.
Yeah,
Yes, I suppose so.
Beatrice, I would like, if possible, to get her information up there.
Yes, thank you very much. And I again apologize for not being able to join in with my camera, but on my university laptop, the camera doesn't work at the moment. So you just have to put up with my picture here. And whenever I am here in your TESOL Career Path Development Group, I always have to mention how very grateful I am to this group for all the professional development that we've got over the last couple of years. It has to go back to the Taco Tuesdays where I met Liz England, and that's where I started my TESOL journey. PhD studies on English Language Teachers Associations. It goes back now to 6 to 7 years, quite a long time. So actually I did my research before the pandemic, and I did it on professional development of English language teacher professionals within the context of English language teachers associations. So basically I'm researching the associations and how people, you and we can develop professionally within the context of these wonderful, rich professional organizations. And of course, I had already conducted my research when Liz England's fantastic book came out on career path development, which has become one of my Bibles, a small but very important Bible for me, for my research. And I compared Liz's results with my results, and also the book that was edited by Christine Koom, Ayman El-Sheikh, and Okon Efyong on teachers associations. And it's really been such a rich experience for me. Before that, I called myself an IATEFL child because I have been presenting at different IATEFL conferences for a number of years. I myself am a former president of IATEFL Hungary, and I never thought that I would ever get to TESOL. I don't know why, but I thought it was too far. It was across the Atlantic and so and so. But I was lucky enough to participate in the virtual conferences twice at TESOL, last year and the year before. And then when I saw the call for speaker proposals last year, I thought, why not? Let me put my speaker proposal forward. And actually, I thought that, okay, let's go for sure for the virtual one. So I submitted one for the virtual one, and I also submitted one for the face-to-face convention. And behold, I was granted, both of my proposals were accepted. So I'm very happy to present at both the virtual and the in-person conventions. And then I opened the map. I looked up where Oregon was. And I thought, oh my God, I can't travel any further than this. But how can I do this? So this was an amazing journey for me to find resources, how I can get there in person. And I can't tell you how lucky I am, because I'm one of the winners of the international travel grants, one of the 10 very rare party winners. So I also got some support from the US Embassy Budapest, and also partly from my university back in Hungary. And yes, and it just all came together like the lucky stars on the sky, you know. So I am coming, I'll be there with you. I'm looking forward to all the hugs, Grazia and Liz and Linda and all of you. Yes, so I will be there. And on the slide, there is only my presentation for Wednesday, but actually I was also invited to the affiliate leadership workshop. Grazia already talked about this one, which is on the 21st of Tuesday. And I'm going to sorry? Can I just say a few words about that, Linda, as well? It's not on the slide. Can I? Yeah, okay.
Yes, of course.
Okay. So
There's someone who needs to mute their microphone, please.
Okay. Yes, I think Linda muted everybody, but I unmuted myself now. Yes, so I'm bringing to all three presentations the results or some of the results of my dissertation. And the things I'm taking to the affiliate leadership workshop is a checklist for English language teachers associations. What are those elements that one ought to look out for when an English language teachers association tries to oblige with? Because all teachers associations have their obligations they have to comply with. And I'm going to talk about providing CPD, about the membership and the social aspects of an association. And I'm also talking about collaboration with external bodies and the financial obligations an associations have to come up with, and transparency, accountability, continuity in leadership, succession, and sustainability. And if I just may share my, no, I can't share my screen, although I'm not as well prepared as Mauricio. I'm terribly jealous of you. Green with envy. Wait a second, this is not the one that I wanted to do.
Yes,
this
our
is
time is a little short, sorry.
Yeah, okay, so I won't go on then for here. Thank you very much, Liz, for telling me. Then I won't share. Those of you who can come, you can see some of these results anyway. So sustainability and succession. So this is what I'm going to talk about in the leadership affiliate workshop. And in my presentation that was on the slide, Linda's slide, is the skills development in ELTAs. And I propose a possible ELTA or TESOL leadership path. I know that, Liz, you also wrote about this in your book, and I'm going to diligently cite you and and compare the two work, yours and mine. And I'm incredibly sorry about this, but Naziha, Grazia, Mauricio can't be with me because they have their own presentations at the same time, which means that Mauricio is also going to steal 5 of my friends, Glenda and Naziha and others. Anyway, I'm very much looking forward to seeing some of you in my presentation. It's in room 113 or something like that in OCCB. Yes, yes. So, and finally, I will have my the virtual presentation on the 3rd of April, and that is about collaboration in and among English language teachers associations, because it's another incredibly important factor. And last but not least, at 8 o'clock in the morning, very early in the morning, 8 o'clock on Thursday, the 23rd, will be the TESOL Award celebration before the keynote speech. So if you're there, please give me a little bit of round applause. And I'm so happy. I'm already on my way. I'm in New York, Long Island, in Levittown. So I'm coming to Portland. Thank you very much.
How wonderful. Thank you so much, Beatrice, for all that great information. And we do look forward to meeting you there in
Yes,
Portland.
thank you.
All right. And I think the next slide should be mine, I believe, which this is the last one. So we are doing okay for time. I still have a few minutes to tell you about my presentations. The first one, several people have already talked about this new Learning Networks Fair that's going to happen. And so I will be involved in at least 2 pieces of that. One is on Wednesday, March 22nd from 6 to 7:30. You have the information there. And the other one is an open meetings on Thursday. And those, as I understand it, are informational, so you can come and chat with us. And Liz and I will be there, and you can talk to us about career path development. So we'd be happy to welcome any of you to join us there. And then I also have my panel discussion with many members from our CPD group. We have Gulchera and Firuz, who are here with us, and Zibo, who is from Tajikistan also. Afroza Tina, who is from Bangladesh, and she did get funding, so she is going to join me and will be there. And Judith is here and also part of our presentation. And those presenters who are not able to come are going to do a little video. So we will have representation from all of these folks. And we're so happy to have you there. And we're going to talk about career path development, empowering and supporting teachers, and how it works in various countries. So we'll hear from Tajikistan and Bangladesh and Kenya. So we're looking forward to that. Judith, did you want to say anything about your piece or?
Thank you so much, Linda. Yesterday, I got a call from the embassy representative.
Oh my God.
There's still hope. Seems there's still lots of hope. Yes, so keep me in your prayers. But I'm excited to be just part of what we are listening to here. And I look forward. I still believe I'll be there. Let me have that faith that we'll do a good job on presenting our experiences in career path, especially talking about my country, Kenya.
Judith,
Yes.
let us know if we can help you.
Yes,
I will let you know. I will let you know.
That would be wonderful.
Thank you.
And Gulchera and Firuz, are you still here with us? I'm not so sure. It seemed like I saw them maybe leave.
Yes, we are here.
Oh, they're there.
Okay, well, thank you. I know that you were working on videos for this also, so we look forward to that. And then on Thursday, I have one with my colleague and good friend Julianne Hemming on design.
I don't know if she's still here.
Are you here, Julianne?
Julianne?
I'm here.
Yay.
Yay. So we're going to talk about designing interactive fiction for content-based language learning. Would you like to say a few words about that, Julie?
Sure. So I don't know if you're familiar with those choose your own adventure books.
Yeah.
I read those a lot when I was in school. Well, they've moved into, the digital realm, and we're going to have a workshop where we'll invite participants to create some of these choose your own adventure stories, electronic ones. But we're also going to offer participants the choice of, would you like to investigate how to make one? Would you like to investigate how to use existing interactive fiction in your language classroom? Or would you like to start at the bottom and develop one yourself? So into chat, I'm putting some of the information about what interactive fiction is, research about how it is being applied in language classrooms. And a lot of this is just going to be make and take. So Linda and I will be there to facilitate. And then at the end, we'll showcase the projects that our participants have created. What do you think, Linda?
Thanks so much, Julie.
Very
Yeah,
good.
looking forward to that. And then my last one, Liz has already talked about skills for lifting ourselves up in challenging times. We will be there to talk about professional development again. So
Right,
looking
and
forward.
that one's hats off to Julie Lake, who was here earlier.
Yes.
It was her idea, that title. Isn't that a good title? I love it. Thanks,
That's
Julie.
great. Yes, thank you, Julie. So thanks. That's the end of my presentation. And thanks. Wow, we actually did quite well because it's just 10 o'clock now. So that couldn't have been timed better.
Yeah, can
Thank
we
you.
stop sharing the screen so we can see each other, Lynn?
Yeah.
Great, perfect. Thank you.
So thank you so much to all of our presenters today. As Liz said, we could hang around for another minute or two if anyone has any questions or any comments or would like to say something. But thank you so much for being here and for telling us about your presentations. And we look forward so much to seeing all of you in Portland.
Thanks, Linda. Wow, what a great event. I wanted to be sure I mentioned before he leaves, I see Damon waving, and I don't want to have him leave before we say congratulations to Linda, to Lynn, to Julie, to Damon, to Gulia and Ferouz, and to Judith, who are all with us today and are part of our leadership team. We have a diverse and fantastic team. We're always looking for new members of our leadership team. So my hearty congratulations to all these individuals who, as a group, bring together a mosaic of global education. Mauricio talked about it. We are so lucky to have these extraordinary TESOL buddies and friends and colleagues and professionals. Thank you all for being here. I'm going to hang around, and I see there are some questions coming into the chat. Linda, I'll turn it back to you since these may be content related to this event. Go ahead. Thanks.
Let me check and see what's
Check,
here.
Yeah. And if you have questions, we can take those.
Yeah, well, we're happy to take your questions. I'm not seeing questions, mostly comments in the chat. Yeah.
Officially, this event is over. So if you want to leave, you feel free, but
Yes.
we will hang around for a little bit if you'd like.
Yes, okay.
Also,
Thank you
I would
very
like
much. All the best and see you in
Bye.
Portland.
Thank you. And I'd like to thank
Bye.
Lynn for
Bye-bye.
doing tech for us.
Bye.
So good to see everybody. Yeah, Damon, so good to see you. Good. Julie and everybody. Thank you. Good. Okay.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you. Bye-bye. Adios.
Okay, now.